What's going on, my fellow Jedi and Padawans? Welcome back to another Jedi gaming video. Thank you guys so much for coming back to the channel, and if you guys are new, welcome. Today we're going to be talking about another seasonal weapon with the Tripwire Canary arc bow. Now, this thing we can get from doing our heist battlegrounds, going into the helm, crafting or focusing it, I should say, at Rasputin or Clovis, that exo frame. So you got to get 5 of those red frames. Then you're able to craft this bad boy with a couple options for PvP, PvE rolls for you guys. So for the PvP God Roll, we're going to be building this out for some accuracy with that little -2 draw time, so it pulls back a little bit faster. So in our first column for our string, we're going with polymer string. This gives us +5 to our accuracy and -36 to our draw time, so it allows us to get that nice draw faster and have that accuracy slapping. Next off, we're going with fiberglass arrow shaft in the actual arrow second column. This gives us a +15 to accuracy, -5 to stability, which doesn't really matter too much in my personal opinion. But with this, absolutely gnarly with that accuracy, especially with the enhanced perks that we're going to throw this bad boy on. Now, the first choice of mine for PvP is going to be Sneak Bow. Now, this increases your hold time and reload speed, presents pings from radar when shooting while crouched. So if you're in the back of the map, whatever, with this meta right now, throw Sneak Bow on, keep that crouch, you can hold a little bit longer, and you don't get pinged by that radar when you shoot. So it's pretty gnarly in my opinion if you're a super passive player. If not, then go with Archer's Tempo, which is just a god roll in general for both PvE, PvP. Getting those precision hits gets a decrease in your draw time, so you can shoot a lot faster. Now, finally, in our last column, again, 2 options for me. Definitely think opening shot is the god roll when you craft this with enhanced opening shot, just so you can really have that gnarly aim assist and accuracy, +25 range on this. So it's kind of gnarly in my opinion. Plus, everything is an opening shot since it's a one-shot bow. And secondly, we're gonna go with explosive head, just an overall great little explosive damage to everybody. Doesn't do nearly as much in PvP as it does in PvE, but you can definitely shoot it on the ground around Titan shields, stuff like that, and get that little extra damage for those nice defeats. Now, moving on to the PvE God Roll for this bad boy. First off, we're going to go with natural string, so it gives us +5 to accuracy, +5 to stability, +5 to handling, so kind of just the jack of all trades for bows in that string slot. So just helping us be able to switch from this to our grenade launcher, whatever we may be doing a little bit faster with that handling, plus it gives us some stability and accuracy on top of that. In the second column for our PvE roll, we're going with straight fletching. This is just a nice base 10 to accuracy. No negatives like that for that increase in reload time or pullback, so straight fletching is my go-to. Now, for the third column, again, we got 2 different options in my opinion. First off is rapid hit, just gives us that reload speed and stability for precision hits, but I think the god roll is going to be Archer's Tempo. So on precision hits, we get that decrease in draw time, so it's very clutch for doing extra damage on those bosses, whatever it may be. So I think it's definitely the PvE perk that you should be throwing on this bad boy in that column. And finally, in our fourth column, we got 2 options again for explosive head, which I think is the 5 out of 5 for this, with that in the final column. But as a backup, you could also throw on frenzy. Totally up to you, personal preference, but I personally like explosive head with that nice extra little bit of damage that it splits into portions for that 15% damage in the body, and then also a precision multiplier about 30% when it splits it apart. So it's a nice increase to damage for PvE as well. Now, this doesn't really outshine some of the other arc bows that we have, but being able to craft it is quite nice just in general for having that selectability and however you play, and just kind of make it a little bit more personal. So hopefully you can get to crafting these weapons out. Very fun bow to use. I truly appreciate that support lately. I'll catch y'all in that next one. Peace.